Good morning, Craftoria! Well, it's afternoon, but that's okay. I am Cuberized, and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. I have been very busy between episodes and made a bunch of tools, upgraded all of my Mekanism machines to the ultimate category, which is tier 4. And I did a little planting area down below. This stick I'm holding is a copper, it's a copper stick. It does construction up to 9 blocks, and I just want to show you how that's going to work. I'm setting up a glass roof here for my little planting area, and I'm just going to, I have the glass in my inventory, and 2 stacks actually, and I want to make it just 1 block larger than. And I think, well, 1 more. Okay, that's, he's harmless. Let's get rid of my guide dirt here. Okay, so my planting area is this is a 9 by 9, so it's the center block and then 4 out in all directions to make the 9 by 9. If I did it correctly, the glass goes out 1 block beyond the planting area. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, so it's an 11 by 11. And my bamboo creeper scare him away. I don't know what that is, but we'll... Yeah, something died. So this is the new planting area. The reason the dirt kind of looks a little pink purple color is because I used the Just Dire Things hoe from the 2nd level, Blaze Bloom Goo, which is kind of an orange color, to till the field here. Now, so what I have planted is I planted sugarcane down there. I've got some wheat. I've got nether wart, which is in the daylight on the specially hoed ground. And I have a bunch of these source berry bushes, or plants. I guess they're technically plants. And so I have a copper barrel that's gathering everything up. I've got worms that are keeping everything happy. And then underneath the barrel is a water block that has the harvest pylon in it. And then on top is a Just Dire's thing called an item collector. Now, so how this is working is, and I've already rotated some of the plants out, but the pylon is harvesting, then it's actually being collected by the item collector on top and put into the barrel. Now the reason I'm actually picking up some stuff. Oh, and that's from my armadillo. So the reason I'm doing it this way, and you can see I'm actually doing fairly well. I actually don't know that these are doing what they're supposed to be doing, because I don't think I think they're supposed to have a water source. And probably will do better this way. Because I didn't I'm not seeming to get a lot of sugar cane, so I think I'm gonna make sure it does have a water source. I don't think it's actually harvesting from all the blocks, as I think it is. You have to be adjacent to a water source. I don't think the diagonal will work. But I will plant more source because they take a long time to mature. And I don't know why, but these are not got plants in them either. Okay, I think everything is filled in. Okay, but you can see that it is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, which is harvesting. You can watch it harvest, well, all of it, actually. So it's working really well. This does seem to be giving it a bit of a growth uptick. And yeah, so I'm very happy with how that's going. The stick does take durability when you use it. You can enchant it, as I understand. I'm not going to. Copper sticks, well, copper for me is dirt cheap right now. I've got an abundance of copper. And copper is not the lowest. You can actually make a stickiest stick, which is just 3 sticks, 3 wooden sticks, and you can do 3 blocks. So if you're just starting out and you chop down a tree, you get some extra sticks, you can make this, and it'll help you just quickly put together a structure to, call even a temporary base. So it's definitely worth it. I wish I had seen it earlier on, but the copper stick, since copper is so prevalent, is definitely worth investing in. Now I also went and did the iron, which is 27 blocks, the diamond, which is 128, and the netherite, which is massive, 1024. My goal is to try to get through a lot of the stuff in gadgets. So I made 2 pylons. This takes a netherite block, so I haven't done that. I completed all of this. This is the building gadgets tools versus this grouping, which are the sticks. And then they have templates that you can use to, alter the properties of the sticks. So this is, an angel stick makes essentially an angel block. Gives you the angel block kind of features. Destruction literally will destroy things with your stick. And so if you're using another right, it can be very destructive. So be careful with this. I actually did make a couple more upgrades for the mining gadget, and I made a few of the gadgets against the grind, and actually I'll claim that. So I wanted to show you some of those as well. So here's the sticks. Here's so this is relatively straightforward. As is this. It's just you need to have a little bit of awareness of how these tools work. This is a no solicitors sign for the merchant, which discourages them from showing up, versus the trader carpets, which encourages them to show up in a specific location. That's why he's over here, is he surfaced and took a walk. So while he's here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see. Wow, rebounding times 10. That is nice. And I've been doing a lot of trades with, let me see if I happen to have pants. I don't. Trading with all my villagers, which is not only a great way to get emeralds, but it's a great way to get experience. So if you want an early experience bump up, find a villager. one of the best ones and easiest ones to trade with early on is either the Mason or my personal favorite is as a first guy to get is the Fletcher, which is archery, because you can trade sticks for emeralds. In fact, I have a tip on my first three villagers to try to get or convert, and yeah, so you can take a look at that. It's a short video, but the short answer is a Fletcher, a Mason, and the librarian. So the guy who uses the lectern, and I explain why. So with this, I want to get. Oh, I keep picking these up. So let's get. Let's put that away too. Stop bumping into me. That's the only problem with him, is that he can be a bit pushy, Mr. Merchant. Trader that you are. Alright, and I want my emeralds. So, I've got almost 1,000 emeralds in, and the only reason I want that is, let's see what else we have. No. Cute, but no. Okay, I'm good. I just want the enchantments off of there. So, and it should be able to strip off all of it. There's my protection, unbreaking, rebounding, and mending. And yeah, then I get something that's named. When I did trade with the merchant a few trades ago, I picked up a pickaxe, not a pickaxe, just a standard axe, and it was also named. So it's a fun thing to do. Also with this, with these things that I put together, as I said, I did upgrades to the mining gadget. I haven't put the void junk one on yet. I did do the temporal pouch, and it's time in a bottle but in a pouch, and that's actually the description. If I could save time in a bottle, and then it says bundle. So it's a bundle that you just leave in your inventory. It can be anywhere, and you can see that it's accumulating time. And then to speed something up, you can just use this and click on it, and it speeds it up. I had this ultimate smelting factory at times 16. I actually put it on this so I could get it to process the log faster, because it can be a very slow process. So to have the fluid extractor pull more liquid out of this quickly, yeah, and I did set up a tank here to store the liquid latex so that it wouldn't be such an issue. Yeah, and I have, this is Just Dire Things, this is the Primo Gel Goo, and this one over here is the Blaze Bloom Goo, and so we have those going. I was putting coal through there because I actually have made the complete sets here. There's the armor. I like the fact that it's not like this armor looks very good here, but when you put it on, it's just flat gray all the way down. But I like the textures going down. So this is Ferrocore armor and tools, and this is the Blaze Gold armor and tools. So Very nice textures. And I did put a lot of these things around. I did a little decorating. All the crystals are almost more for decoration now, so than actually harvesting. I did even, again, trading with the villagers and getting experience, was able to enchant, enchant the sea shelf with the infused enchantment. That's a mouthful. So that's that. What else have I done? Oh, I have a Hearthstone now, and so that's fun. I have not done the lightning version of it. The difference is this is bound to your bed, which is very handy. So from anywhere, I just hold it and it counts down and then teleports me. So there's my bed, which is my respawn point. Very handy if you, especially if you feel that the home command is a little too overpowered, because with the home command you can actually pick a point in your base. It doesn't even have to be your bed, and you can use that. I have that set as well because it's just one of the things I do. And I try not to overuse it, but I do use it occasionally. But if you are on a server especially and they do not allow /home, this is a big deal. The other thing is that if you can get it hit with electricity, which is why I got the lightning rod, I just haven't done it yet, you can actually set any point. So it's like carrying your own personal waystone. You can set any point you want and then be able to teleport there for durability. I made a couple of escape ropes. These are, if you're great when you're down in a cave and you need to go get out and you've lost your way or you're injured or your backpack is full and you just want to exit, but you don't necessarily want to go home, and maybe your Hearthstone is low on durability and you don't want to risk breaking it, or you don't have one. This is a great way because it takes you up to the surface from wherever you're at in the overworld. So I have not tried this in other dimensions. I would assume if they're cave-like, they have cave-like areas, it would work. I'm not sure about something like the end because it's a bit different. But there's, I'm gonna, utilize them when I need to get out. Yeah, and the difference is this just takes you up and out rather than all the way home. So if you have, you're mining and you set up at a cave entrance, you've set up some furnaces and maybe you're growing some crops and you go down below, or even down below your base, this will bring you straight up and out. So, and speaking of which, this is a mining helmet. I'm going to take this, let me grab some of this other stuff so that we can go demo some of it. I definitely want to go demo that. So, just real quick, this is a labeling tool. It's so that you can change the name of your items on the fly if you need to, or just do it when you're in your base. We'll talk about that later. I did go to the Nether to try to get another right upgrade. I found 2, and I used a lot of diamonds to multiply this out well beyond where I think I'm going to need these upgrades. And I did create a lot of netherite. Now, when you get your first piece of ancient debris, and I still have quite a bit, what you want to do is to okay, so this divination one, let me show you how this works. Yeah. So to make this, I mean, there's others that have less durability. So, you know, and it goes all the way up through, let's see, rare materials. Yeah. So if you want to attune something to budding amethyst, because you need to find budding amethyst. Now, I have some already, but you can craft this specific divination rod, and then when you use it, it will point you to the direction by sending a little ball of light out. Will point you to what it is. So, and again, it's this one is not attuned to anything, so you can actually pick something, but this is actually made with amethyst. This is actually actually, these shouldn't be attuned to anything. I'm not sure why that one is. But that's how these various rods work. Now, or at least conceptually how it works. Let me actually go show you how it works. And since, let's see, we've got, let's see what else. I can also, let's go into the mining world first. All right, this was me practicing my hoeing techniques to get the worms for the farm. So let's say I don't think I actually did a mine down over here, but let's okay. So there is, where is my other? Yeah, let me go over here for a second. I'm gonna run over to where I have a nice down, just so we can see this. And I'm going to take off my night vision goggles to illustrate the dark here. Make sure it's off. Yeah. Oh, I'm probably leaving light sources in my wake. So let's put on our, yeah. I'm going to take off the villager hat and put on the mining helmet. This is actually really inexpensive to make. It is 4 gold and 1 glowstone dust. Yeah, you see, you can hear the noise. Night vision's coming on because it's dark. So that is a beauty thing it's doing. And actually, that of course is, yeah. See, it's and let's. Oh, mithril would actually have been a good one. What is that? To find. What are the chances I'm going to find another one? Yeah, there's so much of this clay down here, it's easy to trade with a villager. But the point of the mining helmet is not only is it a helmet, but it gives you mining with a pickaxe goes faster. So I'm using not a pickaxe. I'm using my drill, but you can see where that would be handy. Plus, you get night vision. So if you happen across a cave system and you want to end up going mining, but you maybe don't have torches, you still, in the mining dimension, you don't get monsters, but in the regular overworld, you can run into problems and need a little bit of, um, night vision to help you see where you're going. So that's it. So let me actually, let's see here. What am I on? Shapeless. Let's go. Whoops. Helps if, there. All right. Yeah, it's kicking on. I would turn off the sound. Let's see if we can do that. That's not what I want. That's my laser. No, that's not it either. Huh. Can't figure it out. I will have to find it. But that is how that works, and I'm going to take that off. We're done. We are done with that. So let me then, let's see, let's just get some of this stuff out of the way. So I explain that. It does take durability. So you may want to think about enchanting it. So when we talked about these, I don't need that. Okay, that's my other hat and goggles. So let me put those back on. The nice thing with these, it's either head or face, and chances are if you want to wear something else on your face, you can always put this on your head. But since I happen to have a hat. Alright, so mining dynamite. I have not tried this before, so I am not sure what to expect. But we shall see here. Let's toss it. Well, there we go. That's exactly what to expect. It just broke a lot of blocks. I don't think there was anything exciting in there, but there was what, 3.5 stacks of cobbled deep slate and a stack of clay. Yeah. This is for fishing. It's the same kind of concept. You basically throw it in the water and it explodes and kills fish. Um, this is actually attuned to ancient debris. Um, so how, and I'm going to do this in a different dimension to show how it works. But I have this pocket generator, and this is another thing from Just Dire Things. And in the pocket generator, I put the pocket fuel canister. And how this works is you load it up with whatever fuel you want. Let's see, do I have any fuel? I thought I had a couple. Yes, I do. I have coal. So when you right click on it, it tells you how much fuel I've already put into it. So if I add 16 more, it's not actually a one-to-one because it's actually how many items it can actually smelt. This is duration and this is number of items. So if you happen to have something that only smelts 2 items, it would show up as 2. But if you have, I have 16, it does, each one does 8. What, that's 128, I think, if my math is right. So that's how much this went up. This just indicates these aren't fuel. So if I had a couple of things in here I could use as fuel, it would show. So the way Dire explained it in his mod spotlight was it's like a very, very large container of mini coal. Because you're only going to use one of these for every item you smelt. So the beauty of it is you can pack this with a ton of energy or ton of potential fuel and put it in here, and then as this energy is used up, it will use another piece or 2 or 3 or however much it needs to keep this bar full. And this is what's going to use that energy. So it's very handy. It just has to be in your inventory. It doesn't have to be on the hotbar. So let's actually, and since I'm here, we're going to go ahead and see here. Come on. There it is. Yep, just hold it down. So now I'm on the surface. So you just hold it down and it will teleport you up. Now if I was down below and I wanted to go home, and it again, it does use some durability, so it's not a one-time use only. You get multiple uses out of it. And there I go. So I'm going home. And here I am. So let's go down to the Nether. I want to show you this thing. With needing ancient debris for netherite, I wanted to, well, make sure I had enough that I wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, the problem is netherite is not the easiest thing to find because it doesn't sit on the surface like you can find gold and nether quartz here. I believe I ended up jumping. No, I actually made a staircase all the way down. Wasn't that smart of me? And I'm going to get attacked by a pig. Let me get a sword out. I'm in the Nether after all. What was I thinking? And I brought that, but I don't need it. I've already attuned this, so that's fine. We'll talk about that later, and I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Sword was what I was looking for. I have not upgraded any of my equipment to netherite yet. The only thing I've even done with netherite is make this divination wand, and also made the stick that does the 1024 blocks of building for building purposes. It was like the first thing I did. All right, so let's. Is there anything that looks soul sandy? This is soul sandy, which would be off to my right. Oh, I've got somebody shooting me in the back. Ooh! Thankfully, I can drop quite a few blocks now that I have. Yeah, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Bad! Bad piggy! You want to come play? All right. So if I'm in the right, yes, I'm going the right direction. Yep. I love the ability to fall and not take damage. It's very nice. Oh, but do I have my lava boots on? Okay, priorities. No, I do not. Let's see, creepers and phantoms. I should be okay. Not being bothered by phantoms is lovely. Alright, just because it's just way too easy for me to end up in lava. I have had more deaths by lava to the point where I am now pretty paranoid about lava. Okay. So, and of course there's a lot right here. Okay, this is actually a good enough spot, I think. Let me just get some elevation so we can see what's going on here with this. So you attune the rod to a block. Now, if you try to attune it to something, hold on a second. Yeah, if you try to attune it, it'll say, "Oh, I can't attune to netherrack," or you know. So it'll tell you what it will and won't allow. This is attuned to ancient debris. So if you just hold down, you do a right click and hold it, and it will find netherite for you and send off a ball of light, as I said, pointing in the right direction. If you miss it, you can do a quick right click and it will redisplay. So you can see it right there. I was facing this way, and I couldn't see the because it was behind me. So it's down here somewhere, and here's where we're gonna go try to find it. And one of the upgrades that I put on here is, I will show you in a minute, but it's definitely a lot of fun here in the nether. So I'm going to just recheck. Okay, so it's leveled out a little bit. It's over this way. And we're going to go this way. There it is right there. Right there. So, and I generally will check around because sometimes these things occur in more than one and I'm not seeing it. So I can attune it again and look for, and I didn't see where the dot went. There it is. It's down. It's very much down. Oh, and there it is. And there's another one down there as well. So let me stand up here. Okay. Oh, and there's a third. Ah, okay. Do you see that right there, that block? That's obsidian. The reason it's obsidian is there's an enhancement here. These are all of the upgrades I've done. So the battery, the efficiency, the 3x3, the range, the fortune has been on there for a while. I added freezing, silk touch, and magnet. So magnet will pull everything into my inventory so that I don't have to run over and grab it. Which, when you're dealing with lava that could spill on your items and, you know, basically burn them up, having the auto magically end up in your inventory through the magnet is very nice. Silk Touch does just that if you toggle it on. Right now it's toggled off because you either can have Fortune or you can have Silk Touch. And I opted for turning Silk Touch off so I can have the Fortune, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. And then the other thing is freezing. So if you're mining and you run into lava, it automatically will convert it to obsidian. And I'll show you that here in a second because there's lava over here somewhere. If you dig into water, it will freeze it. So you see that's lava? It just turned it all into obsidian, and it's continually turning this stuff into obsidian. So if you happen to be in a not so good place and in the nether, low, where I'm at, below lava level, because I'm at 21, and that's below, lava level. I came down, and there could be lava anywhere above me. You can actually drill upwards, and anytime you hit lava, the blocks, like I'm doing a 3x3, those blocks will get turned into obsidian. So you have, it's perfectly safe to, here, let me go up here and you can even stand right here and mine these blocks, and the lava won't get at you because the moment those obsidian blocks go away, it immediately converts the lava ones to obsidian, so you're safe. And you actually get the little particle effects that look like snowflakes. If you see the snowflakes coming out of the laser, that's the freezing effect activated. So if you look here, I've got the efficiency, fortune, freezing, and magnet are on. This red box means Silk Touch is not, but if I enable it, this automatically turns off. So you get one or the other. All depends on what you want. So again, the beauty of this is you can dig down, and so that's where the last one was. So I will hold it again, and I didn't see where it went, so probably behind me somewhere. Up over here. Yep, still over here. Yeah, the with me and lava being the way we are, it is very, very nice that I can use this here and not have to worry about running into anything. And I don't see any more, so yeah. So when you do find your first block, you want to be able to have this create this and then attune it to that. So I mean, I know most people would probably take it really quick and do something with it, but save it so that you can attune it, attune your divination wand to it, and then from there you can you can you know get a whole bunch of these. I mean, I've gotten 6 so far. It wasn't even that hard. We weren't here that long. Um, Sorry. Okay, and there's one down there somewhere. I don't know how angled down it is, so we're gonna the scan that you do right click and holding cost durability. This doesn't, so you can do this as many times as you want. It takes no durability, so it's nice because once you've paid the, I think I just grabbed it. I think I just saw it because I think it was right there. Yeah, it was right here. I did get it. Yep, 7. So this is how this works, and it can be, I mean, you can attune it to different things. It's just common stuff it won't do. Netherrack is just not a, see, that was lava. Yeah, so if you get the error message, then you know. Okay, nothing else. One more and then we'll head home. Over here. Oh, and there it is. Let's see if there's anything else. Don't see anything else. Okay, there we go. So definitely utilize this. This is so worth it. And I, because I can, am going to use, instead of trying to climb my way out of here, this is one of those, do you want to climb your way out or do you want to use your Hearthstone? And now. Yep, there we go. Okay. So, and with all that, I'm going to put some of my experience in here. I'm trying to save up all my experience so that I can enchant. There. There's that. Oh, and the mining gadget's fully charged. This worked exactly as it was supposed to work, to keep it fully charged. So, yay. And it's charging itself up now. It's probably, it's not quite fully charged, but you don't generally run around with the mining gadget turned fully on. We started off with 7,000, over 7,000, just 70 and change. And yeah, so it's using up the fuel. Good reason to have other fuel readily accessible to you so that you can keep putting it into the canister. And yeah, it's really, really handy to have around because being able to not have to run back is nice. So I ended up with 9 pieces. That was pretty quick. Then it's finding the stuff that's actually the challenge, and with that it's so much easier. So, how to make one of these? Divination. So this is a is it oh, it's 3rd. Yeah. So Yeah, so this is, as I said, very, very exciting to have these out there. Um, so Shift will get you um, information on what it's used for, um, and if you use Control, at least on my keyboard, it actually tells you about the right clicking and that type of thing, on how to use it. So there you go. Hope you find that useful. And I don't know if this will take enchantments because it's durability, but might as well check it. Let's see. See if it'll take. I think I did check this before, and the answer was no, that you could not. Um, you, but we're just going to double check together. I think that's mending. Yeah, I really want to be able to get all these books out of here because I also want to be able to combine some of them to get higher numbers. Uh, so to be able to enchant this, you'd have to put this here. And, well, I haven't even put a book in, but yeah, the answer's no. It's not even giving me anything. So I don't think, because again, it's a durability thing, I don't think you can, yeah, you can't. It's not a thing. All right, so let's see. Well, went over quite a bit. I have two armadillos up here roaming around, and they're dropping armor pieces, which is cute. I don't know where the second one is. I have one that likes to run along the pipes here. But yes, I have kitties like everywhere. They keep showing up. There they are. There's the one. He's behind the furnace. Yeah, they definitely are enjoying being here. Well, didn't do much exploring, but I did do some decorating, as I mentioned. Have now 3 of the librarians, 2 of the masons, and 2 Fletchers. I've also now incorporated in 2 fishermen. So there they are, and there's plenty of beds. I put beds everywhere. My latest kitty edition, these 2. And then, yeah, there's these guys, they sleep on the beds when they can. Some of them are bed hogs and don't let the other guys sleep. So it's a thing. All right, and speaking of sleep, I think I'm gonna sleep and wrap it up here. Anything new down here? No, I don't think so. Oh yes, the this mask is new. So in a previous episode, I went out and befriended the Sunbird and got the sun blessing, and then I killed the Sunbird, which meant that I couldn't recharge the sun's blessing, but you do get this mask. And let me take this mask off of here so we can see it. This is Soul Visage, soul meaning sun. So the neat thing about this is the Sunbird will generate minions to come attack you that are bird-like creatures with a mask on. So you can actually create your own minions. you equip this, and then you hold on to a mask, any one of these other masks I have. I actually have a couple in my inventory. Um, not only can I wear these, but I can use it to summon. And you can summon critters that'll fight for you. And then when you're done, you can put them back to quote unquote put it back in its mask. So, yeah, it's all driven by the mask. So you get the guy generates from the mask that you're holding, and then you can put him back into the mask. So that's a very neat sort of thing. There's named sword, and I've got named pants, and this is a named axe, and all kinds of other goodies all over the place. So, yeah, banners, record collection. Yep. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it here so I can sleep in my fox bed, and I hope you enjoyed this episode and got to see some of the fun things that I have built in terms of advancements. Most of the gadgets are now completed. I am missing a couple in here. A couple in here just because of the nature of the items it needs. It needs a lot of netherite, the interdiction pylon, and this unbreaking template. And then this will be, and the personal shrinking device. Then this tab will be done. As far as Mekanism, which I was trying to advance, oops, did not mean to click there. All of this has been done through the top tier levels. It was a lot of grinding. I'm still aiming to get to the digital miner. And yeah, I'm working my way through here. I'm at this stage right now trying to get these done. I may just, because I've done all of these nodes already all the way through here, I may just jump into the digital miner right away. So something I might be doing between episodes is continuing to work on this. And then with the ore processing, I've been working on this as well, and trying to get things here working. So lots of machines, lots of fun times creating all this stuff and putting it together, and I harvested a dream fruit. So I got that from the dream seeds. All right, and hopefully we'll get into some magic because we've already started 3rd G and Ars Nouveau, and I'd like to start working on that, get some stuff rolling with that as well. So thank you very much for joining me. As I said, if you enjoyed this, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be great. Please leave any comments, questions you have down below. I read everything that gets posted, and I will see you next time on a new episode of Crafttoria. Cuberized, signing off. Thank you.